Harmony Lane, a peaceful name for a place hiding secrets. It was a street that seemed to promise tranquility, but beneath its calm exterior it held a dark mystery. Big old trees lined the street, their leaves casting long shadows that danced eerily in the fading light. The trees seemed to whisper among themselves, sharing secrets of the past. At the very end, almost swallowed by darkness, stood an abandoned Victorian house. Its presence was both commanding and foreboding, as if it were a sentinel of forgotten times. People whispered stories about it, stories that sent shivers down your spine. Tales of ghostly apparitions, strange noises, and unexplained events that kept the bravest souls at bay. Locals called it the Whispering Room, a name that evoked both curiosity and dread, hinting at the eerie happenings within its walls. The old house was like something out of a horror film. Paint peeled from its walls, windows boarded shut like frightened eyes. It seemed to be frozen in time, a relic of a bygone era. The lawn was overgrown, hiding who knows what beneath its unkempt surface. Wild grass and tangled weeds created a natural barrier, adding to the house's mysterious aura. No one dared to go near it, not after what happened. The house stood alone, a silent witness to its own dark history, shunned by the entire neighborhood. Mia, a teenager with a thirst for the unknown, lived for these stories. Urban legends weren't just tales to her, they were puzzles waiting to be solved. Her fascination with the paranormal grew with each passing day. She spent hours on the internet researching, watching videos, and reading everything she could find. One day she stumbled upon the story of the Whispering Room. The story captivated her, and she knew she had to see it for herself. Mia decided to live stream her experience, sharing her adventure with the world, or at least with her followers. "Hey guys, it's Mia, coming to you live from Harmony Lane," she announced, her voice slightly shaky. A chill wind blew, rustling the leaves and sending a shiver down her spine. She pushed open the creaking gate, taking her first step onto the property. Mia held her breath as she entered the house, her heart pounding in her chest. The air inside was thick with the smell of decay, and the silence was deafening. The only sound was her own breathing and the soft tapping of her footsteps. Section 4. Eerie Signs and Unsettling Discoveries. The house was a labyrinth of dark hallways and dusty rooms. Each step Mia took echoed through the empty corridors, amplifying the eerie silence that enveloped the place. Cobwebs hung from every corner and dust covered every surface. It was as if time had stood still, preserving the house in a state of perpetual decay. As Mia ventured deeper, she noticed strange symbols etched into the walls. They seemed to glow faintly in the dim light, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. The symbols looked ancient, their meaning lost to time. Mia couldn't shake the feeling that they were watching her, whispering secrets of the past. In the living room, a lone rocking chair moved back and forth, as if an unseen presence were rocking it. The creaking sound it made was almost hypnotic, drawing Mia closer. Mia felt a chill run down her spine. The air grew colder, and she could see her breath forming small clouds in front of her. This was getting real. Too real. Her heart pounded in her chest, and she could hear it echoing in her ears. She could feel the presence of something else in the house with her. It was as if the shadows themselves were alive, watching her every move, waiting for the right moment to reveal their secrets. Section 5. The live stream cuts out. Suddenly, the lights flickered, plunging the room into darkness. The air grew thick with tension, and an eerie silence enveloped the space. Mia gasped, her heart racing. She could feel the cold sweat forming on her forehead, her breath quickening as panic set in. When the lights flickered back on, a dark figure stood in the doorway. Its presence was menacing, casting a long shadow across the room. Mia froze, fear gripping her like a vice. She felt paralyzed, unable to move or even scream, her eyes locked on the figure. "Don't turn around," a voice whispered in her ear, cold and menacing. The words sent chills down her spine, making her shiver uncontrollably. The figure in the doorway moved closer, its features hidden in the shadows. Each step it took seemed to echo in the silence, amplifying the terror. The last thing viewers saw was Mia's terrified face before the live stream cut to static. Her scream echoed in their minds, leaving them in shock. The search for Mia turned up nothing. Despite extensive efforts, no trace of her was ever found, leaving the community in despair. The house remained a silent sentinel at the end of Harmony Lane. It stood as a grim reminder of the night Mia disappeared. Some say her live stream occasionally reappears, showing only static and the faint whisper, "Don't turn around." The mystery endures, haunting those who remember.